Have you ever picked up a book expecting a love story and ended up finding a story about belonging, identity, friendship, loneliness, and what it truly means to be seen? This is exactly what happened with me with many of the books in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Shaloo, and today we are celebrating Pride Month with some LGBTQ plus book recommendations. One thing I love about queer literature is that while these books focus on LGBTQ experiences, they are also deeply human. Stories about love, grief, family, self discovery, and finding your place in the world. For today's video, I have picked up books from different genres and for different age groups. So, whether you are looking for something emotional, heartwarming, literary, or just something comforting, you will find something here. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first book is The Secret Life of Albert Entwistle by Matt Keane. The story follows Albert, a 64 years old postman who has spent most of his life hiding a part of himself. When retirement approaches, Albert finds himself reflecting on the life he has lived and the life he has never allowed himself to live. What I loved most about the book is its tenderness. We often read coming of age stories, but seldom do we read stories about people who discover themselves late in life. It is heartwarming, hopeful, and beautifully written. If you love character driven stories that leave you smiling through tears, definitely pick this one up. The next book is Mad Honey by Jodie Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boylan. At first glance, this book looks like a courtroom thriller. But underneath its suspenseful plot is a story that explores acceptance, identity, and prejudice. The story follows Olivia and her son Asher after a tragic incident changes everything. The book tackles difficult themes with sensitivity and depth. What impressed me the most was how seamlessly this book combines a gripping mystery with meaningful conversations about gender and identity. It is one of those books that keeps you turning pages while also making you think. Now let's talk about Tin Man by Sarah Winman. This is one of the most beautifully written books I have ever read. It is a short novel, but emotionally it feels enormous. The story revolves around friendship, love, longing, and regret. The book follows Ellis, whose quiet life is shaped by his intense friendship with Michael and his marriage to Annie. As the story moves between past and present, it reveals a love triangle marked by desire, secrets, and heartbreak. Sarah Winman's writing is lyrical and intimate. It is not a plot heavy book, it is a book that makes you feel. It explores how relationships shape us and how some loves remain with us forever. If you love literary fiction with gorgeous writing, don't miss this one. The next recommendation is The House in the Cerulean Sea. This book feels like a warm hug. It is a fantasy novel which follows the story of Linus Baker, a case worker who is sent to investigate an orphanage filled with magical children. What follows is a story about found family, kindness, and acceptance. The queer representation is wonderful, but what makes this book special is its overwhelming sense of hope. Whenever someone asks me for a comfort read, this book is the first thing that comes to my mind. If you need a book that restores your faith in humanity, this is it. Next is The Safekeep by Yale Wonder Wouden. This is one of the most talked about literary novels of recent times. Set in Netherlands after World War II, the story follows Isabel, whose carefully controlled life begins to unravel when an unexpected guest enters her home. The atmosphere in this book is incredible. There is tension, longing, secrets, and a slow building emotional intensity. The queer relationship develops gradually, making the story even more powerful. If you love literary fiction that rewards patience, this is the one you should pick up. Next is Unfolding by Rahul Singh. I love talking about Indian queer literature because we need more conversations around these stories. Unfolding follows Ralph, who desires a committed relationship but his partner wants an open relationship, while his house help Zubina begins to question her own loveless marriage. The novel explores identity, relationships, and self-discovery within an Indian context. What makes it stand out is its authenticity and emotional honesty. The themes feel relatable and grounded in real experiences. If you are looking to diversify your reading and support queer voices in India, this is a great place to start. Of course, I couldn't make a Pride Month recommendation video without mentioning Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. This graphic novel series follows Charlie and Nick as they navigate friendship, love, and growing up. The artwork is adorable, the characters are lovable, and the representation is wholesome. What I appreciate the most is how Heartstopper series balance sweetness with important conversations about identity, belongingness, and friendship. Every time I finish a volume, I find myself smiling. And the final recommendation is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you have read her books before, you already know how compelling her storytelling can be. Atmosphere combines ambition, love, and self discovery against the backdrop of space program. The book follows John Goodwin, a physics professor who joins NASA's space shuttle program in the 1980s and finds herself pursuing her lifelong dream of becoming an astronaut and an unexpected romance. As ambition, love, and danger collide, she must navigate the risk of reaching to the stars while being true to herself. The queer representation is beautifully woven in the story. I loved how emotionally immersive this book felt while dealing with a larger than life story that Taylor Jenkins Reid is known for. If you love character driven stories which have emotional depth, then this must be your pick. So, these were my Pride Month book recommendations. What I loved most about these books is how different they are from each other. Some are comforting, some are heartbreaking, some are literary, some are uplifting, but they all remind us why diverse stories matter. They help us understand lives different from our own. I would love to know your favorite LGBTQ books, so leave your recommendations in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and share. And if you want to see more such bookish videos, then please subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Until my next video, bye and take care.